I'd like to share a story with you, and this is a true story, and I think it really illustrates how things never or seldom turn out exactly the way you plan. As many of you might know, I performed in Vegas for 17 years, pretty much nonstop. And in all my years in Vegas, I gambled at only one place. And if you are a gambler, you know that if you use your player's card, you accumulate points. And you can use these points for gifts and rooms and different things. I never used any of my points. So when I decided to retire from Vegas, I had accumulated so many points that basically I could go to this hotel and probably live there for 6 months to a year rent free just on points that I'd accumulated. I was leaving town and I'd been driving for about probably 6 or 8 hours. I was headed towards Florida, I think. But I got a phone call from my son, who I thought was in Tennessee, and he said, I answered, he said, Dad, are you still in Vegas? I said, no, I just left a few hours ago. He said, oh, well, I'm going to be there in a few hours, and I was wondering if you still have your suite there, if I could use it for a few days. I said, sure. I'll call the manager and have him give you a key. Didn't think anything else of it. I thought, well, my son would enjoy a few days in Las Vegas. About 4 hours later, I get a call from the manager of the hotel. He said, Terry, you've been with us for some time now, right? I said, yeah. He said, well, you know all the rules of the hotel? I said, yeah. He said, well, would you mind telling me why you have a squirrel in your room? I said, I'll have to call you back. So I called my room, and a lady answered, and I said, is Terry Stokes Jr. there? She said, just a minute. He got on the phone. I said, who was that answered? He said, that was Sarah. I said, who is Sarah? He said, oh, Sarah is Stephanie's mom. I said, who is Stephanie? He said, Stephanie's my girlfriend. I said, well, why do you have your girlfriend's mother there with you in my little one-room suite? He said, oh, well, we brought her to watch the kids. I said, how many kids do you have there in the room? He said, well, we only have 3 with us. I said, how many kids does Stephanie have? He said, well, she has 4, but we only brought 3 with us. I said, well, let me ask you this. Does Sarah or Stephanie or any of her 4 kids happen to own a frickin' squirrel? He said, yeah, that belongs to Sarah. I said, well, could you tell me, why does Sarah bring her squirrel to Las Vegas? He said, it keeps the dog company. I said, I don't need any more. I called the manager back and I said, I'll have my things out by the weekend. He said, Terry, don't worry about it. You've been a good customer for a long time. Just make sure that they are out by the weekend. I said, thank you for your understanding. About 5 hours later, I get another call. He said, you better get them out quick. I said, what happened? He said, well, the maid went in the room, was attacked by the squirrel. The squirrel got out, and we had to evacuate the 17th floor of the hotel. I can't go back to Vegas. That was not the way I expected this to turn out.